Hello, guess who and guess what? Well, the guess who is me, Robbie Susan Chandler, independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator who lives in Quincy, Florida, right outside Tallahassee, Florida. I hold classes in my home, and if you live in the area, I'd love for you to come over and join us. My classes are Sunday afternoons, Mondays at noon, and Thursdays at noon and 5 o'clock. So like I said, come over and join us sometime. Now let's see what the what is. I'm excited to share with you my embossing folder magic video number 2. Go back and look for my video number 1, and this is video number 2. Look at this technique. Isn't this gorgeous? I love this technique. I can't wait to show you what we do. And this starts out with just a white piece of paper. Can you believe that? Let me go ahead and show you the inside. This is the inside, and it's just a piece of basic white that's 4 by 5 1/4. And I stamped it with an older stamp set called Woven Heirlooms that I really like. That, you know how you have your favorites and you hang on to them. This is a sympathy card. And then in the background I stamped a stamp from Simply Beautiful. So this is the inside. So now let's go back to the front, which is the exciting part. Okay, let me get my little sign out of the way. Alright, our base is basic black, 11 by 4 1/4, scored at 5 1/2, and we're going to fold it in half like this. And on the front we have a piece of Poppy Parade that's 4 by 5 1/4. So our base is 11 by 4 1/4, scored at 5 1/2, and then here's our Poppy Parade base at 4 by 5 1/4. Okay, that's the easy part. Now let's go to the fun part. Oh, and by the way, my inside was stamped with Poppy Parade and soft seafoam. The background flower was soft seafoam. I like to put a little background behind my sentiments now. It just kind of adds a little something. Okay, now we're going to start with a piece of basic white. This 5 by 3 3/4. And here's my piece. Let me move this out of the way. Here's my piece, and I have already embossed it with this beautiful Floral Spray Embossing Powder. Not powder, embossing folder. I'm filming this on June 19th, and this folder is not available right now, and Stampin' Up! Says it's not going to be available till the middle of August, so look for it if you want this. And I'm going to turn it this way to show you this is the direction we're going to use it. Alright, so like I said, I've already run it through, and look at that beautiful design. You know, that's beautiful right in itself. But this is what we're going to do. We're going to turn it over. We're going to take the dark Poppy Parade and we're going to color the flower red. Take dark Old Olive, color all the leaves. And when you're coloring, you're probably going to have to hold it at an angle. And let me give you a clue too. When you're coloring, you want to color slightly outside the lines. And then we're going to use Dark Daffodil Delight to do the center of our white flowers and all these little plus signs. I don't know if you can see them, but we're going to do all those in the yellow. Now I'm not going to stand here and color all this for you. I have already done it, so let me show you. This is what it looks like. So see, here's our flower, and then we did the middle with it. Now on mine, I didn't pick up that there was a middle there that should have been in yellow. So on this one I did, so we'll see the difference. And here's my little plus signs. So this is the way you start. Now remember, you're doing the debossed side. You're coloring down into the design, not this raised side. Now let's look at the magic. This is what we're going to do. Let me get some scrap paper. And we're going, you can use Secret C if you want to. Today I'm just going to use Tuxedo Black. And you just take it and you start. Are you ready? Start swirling it around. Ooh, look what's happening. Isn't that the coolest thing? And this is where you're going to find out where you miss spots. And I'm glad I did miss some so you can see what I'm talking about. So you just swirl. And you want to be careful around your flower. You really don't want to get too heavy on the flower or you'll get a darker petal like I did there. I'd kind of rather that not be like that, but that's okay. It just gives it character. And the more you swirl, the darker it's going to get. I'll get some of these little areas right in there. I just keep swirling around. There we go. I like my background really dark because I like a good contrast. Okay, about to get it the way I want it. Like I said, you just keep swirling and it'll fill in those spots. On the other card I did, we did more swiping. But this technique I found works better if you just swirl. Okay, let me get right in there. You see, as you go back over it, you can fill in those areas that didn't get as dark as you wanted them to. Okay, I think I'm about happy with that. Let's do this edge. Let's hit over here a little bit. Alright, now when you finish, it's time to go back and find all the places that you missed. So looking at this, you can easily see some spots that need going over. And I really thought I was doing a good job with this one, but I guess I wasn't. So you see, I'm going to pull out the green, and over here I missed some green there. And the fun part about the black, when you color outside the line, it does not show up. Now I have seen people do this technique where they did the black first and then colored in with their blends, but I didn't want to do that because I wasn't sure I would get a bunch of black ink on my blends and ruin my blends. But see, you just color over these white spots that you missed. I like the look of this because I feel like it gives a brocade look. Let's come up in here. See, these little skinny lines were kind of hard to see and they were easy to miss when I was coloring. Alright, there's some more right there. A little spot right there on that stem. Let's get that stem. The tip of that leaf. Like I said, when you do your black over it, then all your little spots you missed start showing up. Okay, I think I got them all with the green. And the yellow, I'm happy with the yellow. I'm not going to do anything else with it, but I need to do a little more with my Poppy Parade. Like right here, I missed that edge. And on this one, I missed an edge. And let's look here. Okay, there's some places right in here that need a little touching up, but not much. I did pretty good on my flower. Just around those edges. There. Look at that. Isn't that amazing? Just think, we went from this to this, just with the swiping of a black ink pad. Okay, now that we have it done, let's put it on our card. Get some ink on the back of it. Okie dokie. Let's pop this right here in the middle. There we go. And let's go ahead and put our inside in, and I'll have me a sympathy card whenever I need it, which I hate to say it, but it seems like lately I've needed some, and some get well too. Okay. There we go. Look at that. Is that not just gorgeous? I just love this. Now I do want to show you on mine, I did something a little bit different. I cut the center out here with a die from Sweet Words and Phrases. I think's the name of it. Yeah, Sweet Words and Labels. But I decided that it didn't really make enough impact. I was hoping it was going to show some Poppy Parade around the edge, but it didn't. So I've decided just to not do that, and I like it better not. And I also like it better with the yellow inside. So you tell me which one you like the best. So wasn't that quick and easy? Like I said, I just love this card. I hope you'll try it. And some of my customers went home and they found some embossing folders they had and tried the technique and sent me some pictures of some really cool cards that they made with it. So please like my video, share it, subscribe to my channel. If you need a demonstrator, I'd love for you to be my demonstrator. Links to all the supplies are below. I'd love for you to be on my team too if you're looking to be a demonstrator and need a team leader. So until next time, stay happy, stay healthy, and happy crafting.